For some species, time on planet Earth is running out. Human beings are the greatest threat to the survival of endangered species, with poaching, habitat destruction, and the effects of climate change causing a lot of the problems. Our planet is getting warmer. The threat of climate change is real, and our dependence on fossil fuels is the biggest contributor. Unless we make some radical changes, global temperatures will continue to rise, and it will have severe consequences for humans and animals. So in this video, we are going to discuss the animals that are close to extinction. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Rhino. The name rhinoceros comes from two Greek words rhino and ceros, which when translated into English mean nose horn. It's a very fitting name, don't you think? Unfortunately though, poaching for their distinctive horns is their biggest threat. They are used in traditional Chinese medicine and displayed as a status symbol and demonstration of wealth. They are so highly prized that a Javan rhino horn can sell for up to $30,000 per on the black market. Because of this, 3 of the 5 species of rhinoceros are among the most endangered species in the world: the black rhino, the Javan rhino, and the Sumatran rhino. The Javan rhino is the closest to extinction, with only between 46 to 66 individuals left, all of which are in Ujung Kulon National Park in Indonesia. Amur leopard. The Amur leopard is one of the rarest big cats in the world, with only around 100 individuals left in the wild. Although their wild population seems to be stable and increasing, these leopard subspecies are still critically endangered since 1996. And there is a good reason that Amur leopards can only be found in a relatively small region of the far east of Russia and northeastern China at present. The remaining Amur leopards face multiple threats to their survival, including habitat loss and fragmentation, prey scarcity, and transportation infrastructure such as roads. However, there is hope for this rare big cat. Around 75% of their home range lies in protected areas in Russia and China, and they are also moving into suitable habitats outside of these protected areas. Tapanuli orangutan. The Tapanuli orangutan is the newly described species of orangutan listed as a distinct species. Only a single isolated population of Tapanuli orangutans exist in the wild, which is restricted to the tropical forests of the Batang Toru ecosystem on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia. Today, these tree-dwelling primates are critically endangered, with fewer than 800 individuals in the wild, making them the most endangered great ape species in the world. The loss of habitat is one of the main threats to its survival, as tropical forests are being replaced by agriculture, mining, and hydroelectric and geothermal development. Between 1985 and 2007, over 40% of the forests in the province of North Sumatra, where the Tapanuli orangutan is found, were lost. Blue whale. There are fewer than 25,000 blue whales, the largest animals on the planet. Comprising several subspecies, blue whales are found in all of the world's oceans save the Arctic. The current population is thought to have been reduced by up to 90% by whaling in the 20th century. Commercial hunting of the species was ultimately banned in 1966. The National Marine Fisheries Service of the U.S. spelled out a recovery plan in 1998. It stipulated the maintenance of photo databases of individual specimens and the collection of genetic and migration data in order to better understand the species, which remains at risk from ship collisions and entanglement in fishing nets. Sea otter. The luxurious waterproof coat that insulates sea otters from the chilly waters that they inhabit almost led to its extinction. A target of the commercial fur trade, the species was almost wiped out, with only some 2,000 of an estimated 300,000 left by 1911. That year, an international ban on commercial hunting was enacted. Though that ban, along with management and conservation measures taken in the wake of the 1972 Marine Mammal Protection Act, have helped populations recover to perhaps a third of their earlier numbers, they are highly vulnerable to both natural phenomena such as killer whale predation and to anthropogenic factors such as oil spills. Hawksbill turtles. Hawksbill turtles are hunted for their unique shells that are sold as tortoiseshell. They are threatened by habitat loss when their feeding and nesting areas are destroyed by coastal development or pollution. Despite being protected by CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, These turtles are predominantly endangered because of the illegal wildlife trade. The hawksbill sea turtle is a critically endangered sea turtle belonging to the family Chelonidae. It is the only extant species in the genus Eretmochelys. The species has a global distribution that is largely limited to tropical and subtropical marine and estuary ecosystems. Malayan tiger. The Malayan tigers are native to the Malay Peninsula and the southern tip of Thailand. Habitat loss due to infrastructure development has placed these big cats on the critically endangered list. Forest conversion to farmland has caused an increase in tiger and livestock encounters, which results in farmers killing the tigers. These tigers are then sold illegally and used for medicinal purposes or as a status symbol. The Malayan tiger is the least known and most critically endangered of all tiger subspecies, and they are nearing extinction. Fewer than 150 wild tigers remain, and they are exceedingly threatened by poaching and habitat loss. Pangolin. Found in forests and grasslands, pangolins are solitary, nocturnal creatures with scales covering their bodies and long sticky tongues to slurp up ants and termites. They are about the size of a house cat and look a little bit like artichokes on legs. When frightened, they defend themselves by rolling up into a ball. These critters, found in Asia and Africa, are endangered because they are increasingly the victims of wildlife crime for their meat and scales. In fact, according to CNN, they are believed to be the most trafficked mammal in the world. It is estimated that 100,000 are captured every year. Since 2000, more than 1 million pangolins, the world's most trafficked wild mammal, are thought to have been killed for flesh and blood, as well as their scales, which is used in traditional Chinese medicine. When all 8 species of pangolin were given an appendix listing in 2016, everyone at the CITES convention is said to have applauded. Polar bears. Polar bears have become endangered in large part because of global warming and climate change in the Arctic. 2/3 of the population of polar bears may vanish due to such a polar shift in weather conditions. Excessive hunting for their precious hides, meat, fat, and flesh have also helped significantly reduce their numbers. Estimates by scientists researching polar bears and Arctic habitat suggest there might be 20,000 to 25,000 polar bears remaining. The majestic polar bear, Ursus maritimus, a flagship for climate change awareness, is facing an uncertain future due to dwindling sea ice in its Arctic habitat. Longer, warmer summers are causing much of the Arctic Ocean to be ice-free for extended periods of time, decreasing the bears' access to their primary prey, seals. Consequently, the bears are forced to spend more time foraging on land, where they are at risk of coming into conflict with humans. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.